Don't just say it, do it. So you want to quit drinking or possibly quit smoking? Well, all I can say is good luck. I hope you can do it. It takes a lot of willpower, that's for sure, and you got to change how you think. Now, I'm just going to tell you my two stories of how I quit smoking and how I quit drinking, and we'll see if maybe you have the willpower or the strength, or just let it happen like it did with me. So, first of all, I quit drinking when I turned 30 years old, and not on my birthday. It actually happened on New Year's night. Yeah, it happened New Year's night. Me and my wife went out to celebrate New Year's with our friends, and we went to the first club. I ordered a drink. I used to drink 7-7. Used to be my favorite drink at the time. And when the bartender made me my drink, I took it and I took a sip of it, and it tasted funny. I was like, this don't taste right. So my wife tried it, which she used to be a bartender, and she tried it. She said it would taste fine to me, and I'm like, well, it doesn't taste right. So I took another sip, and I was like, no, there's something odd about this drink. It doesn't taste right. So the bartender heard me say it, and the bartender's like, well, here, let me make you another one and see if it tastes any different. So the bartender makes me another drink, and the same thing. I took another sip, and I'm like, it don't taste right. There's something odd about the flavor of this drink. So again, my wife tries it, and she says it tastes fine to her, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't get it. So I was like, well, let me try another drink. So I tried a Crown Royal on Coke. It's another one of my favorite drinks. Bartender made me the drink. I took a sip of it, and it tasted funny. It didn't taste right. It just had, I don't know, it's hard to explain. So again, my wife tried it, and she said it tasted fine to her. I was like, I don't get it. And let me tell y'all, I started drinking when I was like 16, 17 years old. And no, I wasn't no alcoholic kind of, I just, when I could, sneak it back then, or if my friends or whatever could sneak it, that's how we got it. But when I was in my 20s, I was what you'd call a weekend slosh. Yeah, I used to drink to where I would just, I couldn't stand up, I couldn't walk, I couldn't hardly talk. I've never actually passed out drunk before, but when you just get to the point where you're throwing up all the time, and I would be so bad on the weekends, y'all, that when I would get sick and throw up, I would keep drinking. That's how bad I was. So when I was 30 and we was at the club, and after the 2 drinks, I looked at my wife and I said, you know what, that's it. I think it's telling me something. I think it's telling me it's time I quit. And to God's honest truth, y'all, from that night forward, I never touched another drink. And it's been 16 years. 16 years I've never touched a drop. So that's how I quit drinking, y'all. It just happened. I wasn't wanting it to happen, but it just happened. So that's how I quit. Now, when it came time for me to quit smoking, now I gotta be honest with you, I had numerous New Year's resolutions. I've had a number of them saying, I'm going to quit smoking. I got to quit. You know, I'm tired of smoking. I'm tired of paying for these damn cigarettes. I'm tired of getting to the point where I can't hardly breathe. I can't run around and play with my friends and, you know, my nieces and nephews. It was just got to the point where I couldn't stand it no more. So I decided, you know, again, I want to try and quit. Now, let me fill you in a little on the story again. At the time, I was 36 years old. I was an over-the-road truck driver. I traveled all 48 states. And my wife rode with me. She was in the truck all the time. Now, we both smoked. And when I turned 36 on my birthday, I never touched another cigarette from that day forward. And I quit cold turkey. With my wife still smoking every day in the truck. With the aggravation and stress of all the traffic I had to deal with on the road. Yes, I did it. It was all right here, y'all. It's all in what you want to do. It's all in what you want to strive for. I decided I wanted to quit, and I did. I finally put my mind to it. Now, was it easy? No. I gotta tell you, it was one of the hardest things I ever done. Now, there's other things that's happened to me, you know, I mean, just things in general that has happened to me that's, you know, simpler to sort of just ignore, never let it bother you. So, like I said, it just all depends on how you can retrain your mind. And yeah, especially when it comes to quit smoking, you have to retrain your mind. When you want to quit drinking, you have to retrain your mind. And a lot of people are probably sitting there saying, oh, you're crazy, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, listen, you do. You have to retrain your mind to think that you don't want that cigarette, you don't want that drink. And like I said, y'all, I know it's not hard. For some reason, when I quit drinking, it was the easiest thing in the world. Because when I had that bad taste in my mouth from those drinks, I just put it right here and said, I don't want that shit in my mouth again. It tasted terrible. And I kept that same thought in my mind. And that's how I was able to quit drinking. I just kept convincing myself that drinking alcohol tasted nasty. That's how I did it. Smoking, that's, you know, that was just sheer willpower to quit. Especially when you're in a tractor trailer in that small cab of a truck with somebody else still smoking in the truck window with the windows open. Hell, it didn't matter if the windows were down. You could still smell that cigarette. But I did it because I wanted to. Did my wife ever quit? No, she didn't want to. She wasn't ready. So I never forced her. I hope she does someday, because I know she still does today, but I hope she quits eventually. So, and that's for all of you that are smoking and you want to quit. I wish you the best, I really do, because you're talking about your health, people. Think about it. Do you want to live a little bit longer? If you do, try to quit. It's all for the best. Well, that's my stories of how I got to quit drinking and how I got to quit smoking. I hope y'all can do the same someday. So y'all keep trying, don't give up, because eventually you can do it. I know you can. I have faith in all of you. And my arm's getting tired of hauling y'all up now, so I am going to say goodbye, good night. Well, it's not nighttime yet, if you could see the sun shining on my face. it's a little annoying because it's shining right here in my damn right eyeball. So, again, I want to thank y'all for watching the videos. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I try to make videos every day. Some days I might miss out, and who knows. But yeah, y'all keep watching and keep coming back, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.